Hey. Man, I messed that up. Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Ryan Moore. This is the Game or Die channel. And tonight, I figured I would play something near and dear to my heart, mostly because I've been working here in the studio all day, all weekend, actually. And I just kind of need something to relax with. So unfortunately, I switched to it earlier, but the game that we're going to be playing tonight is called A Kingdom for Keflings, and I love this game. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and yeah, we're just going to play a little bit of it. Hold on a second. And yeah, we're just going to play a little bit and, kind of see where the night takes us. We're going to have some fun tonight, and I just want to make sure what is going on. I think some stuff is happening. But yeah, it's a gigantic mess here, unfortunately, when I start messing around with the studio and then go live. But we're going to just kind of play it by ear tonight. Let's have some fun, shall we? Let's see here. So, A Kingdom for Keflings is something that I really love. This game is super special to me for several reasons that I'll be talking about in just a moment. Just gotta make sure everything is live. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I did not see that it was live, and then... Nope, we're all good. Let's just get to it, shall we? So, this music makes me super mega ultra happy. It is fantastic, and I use it in a lot of the early podcasts for Game or Die because it's just so stinking happy. I'm getting all tangled up in some of these cables. Hold on one second. There we go. All right, let's get started. Man, tonight is starting off rough. That's okay. All right, so we've got our giant Grant, Mia, Trevor, Narya. I think we're gonna select Grant. So this game came out on the 360, and basically this was an Xbox 360 live arcade game. And basically what you do is you are a giant that helps these people called Keflings. And that's all you kind of do. So I'll just get started because this game is going to take a while, and it's super relaxing, chill, whatever you want to call it. So basically, we have to start off with a town square. We need to build a town square, which means that we need to have 4 platforms. You can think about this like a giant overviewed 360 version of Minecraft, like crafting in a way. But you don't physically do most of it. You actually make other people do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up this Kefling, and we're going to place him in the forest. And now, this Kefling is going to just chop wood. That's his entire role, his job. Same thing with, actually, we're going to leave her there. We're going to have this other Kefling chop some wood too. So we've got 2 lumberjacks going now. And what we're going to do is assign this lady to bring these logs somewhere. We need to figure out where the logs are going to be. There. So this transporter is going to take these logs and transport them here. And we're going to do the same for this one. She's going to transport them, and she's going to transport them there. So now I can basically just watch these Keflings work. And you're basically like flowing everything towards a goal. So now that they are moving the chopped wood into the workshop now has wood and some rocks to build a platform. So I'm gonna have them build a platform. It's gonna take a second here. I'm gonna get that platform and I'm gonna put it in this 4th slot. And that's gonna build our town square. Hooray. And now we gotta build a house. So we look at our blueprints and we look at the house and we say, okay, we need a hearth, a bedroom, and storage. So we need 3 things: hearth, bedroom, and storage. And that's going to result in a heart and 2 extra Kefling workers. So while they're doing their thing, I'm going to just mine a little bit of rocks here. And since I am a giant, I can kind of do a lot more work and be very fast, right? I can do it much faster than everyone else. So I think I'm... Okay, I've got 3 rocks, right. So now I can build... Let's get 10 rocks first. I'm gonna do something really quick here. Hold on. Let me kind of just get situated since everything started falling apart there. I'm gonna do just a quick little rearrangement of my setup here. I need to get my cable and charge my phone since it is dying. There we go. We're also gonna charge my tablet. Oh hey, I'm still on screen. Give me 1 second here. And that will also allow me to view chat. I hope everyone had a good holiday weekend. There we go. All right, so we're all good now. Should be fantastic. And this game, you can't die. There's no dying. There's no anything. It is just building. So it does have a lot of, basicness to it, but it's also very relaxing too. And for whatever reason, over the past couple of weeks here, since we finished our dog show, I have just not wanted to do anything really. I've been pretty kind of exhausted here over the last couple of days. For whatever reason, I'm not really sure why either. All right, so we can build our hearth, our bedroom, and storage, I believe. So let's build our bedroom, our hearth, and storage. And they're just gonna start building that. Now we gotta figure out where we wanna place this new house. So I'm thinking we start building a little community out. Let's build a community near this area right here. And oh, while we're at it, we can pick up this thing, which is a textbook. And I think we bring that to the town square, perhaps? Or maybe it's a library, I can't remember. Okay, we're just gonna drop that textbook there. All right, so we're gonna drop this. And what's really cool too is the seasons will change not only the look of the level, but also the music as well. Just like right now. So the season's starting to change. Now we're in summer. Or perhaps fall. Okay, so now I think we got a heart. So this love we put into the new house that we just built, and that's gonna pop out 2 more Keflings, 2 more workers. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this new worker and we're gonna have him mine. Just chip away at wood. And we're gonna have this little lady carry that wood. And like I said, once they start like missing some stuff, like you're gonna see them start waiting around a little bit, right? When they don't have something to do, but that's okay. All right. Chain of command and all that, right? Okay, so let's build another bedroom. And while we're waiting, we can kind of help out a little bit since we need more stone. We got plenty of wood. Now we need more stone. So just like this, it's gonna stockpile, basically. And, you know, when I was younger, when this game first came out, I got really, really into this. Like the whole mining and crafting and all that, stockpiling resources. It brought me back to high school when I was playing Age of Empires. Oh my gosh, I loved Age of Empires when I was a kid. This is a much more watered down version of that, also with no combat. But that's okay. So now we can pick our stuff up and start building our little community here, right? So we built a bedroom. Now we're gonna build a hearth and storage. And then we got another part that we can build or get 2 more Keflings going. So just like this. Now we got a little neighborhood. So I don't know where those 4 original Keflings are gonna live, right? Because this first house is for these 2 guys, and then these 2 guys are gonna do the same thing, and we're just gonna build out this guy, and he's also gonna be a miner. I unlocked a gamer picture. Hooray for me. And we're gonna take this little old lady who clearly doesn't like being picked up. And we're gonna have her. You know what? Maybe we'll have her mine a little bit so that this one transfer, since it's such a short distance, we can kind of build up some quarry here. And now it's the winter time. All right, so we can get upgrades and training and all that. We can build a tool table or a workstation. But let's take a look at our blueprint. So we've got our town square, we've got our house, and now we have our town workshop. So we need 2 simple towers, a workstation, a tool table, a platform, and a hearth. All right, let's build 2 simple towers. 1, 2. All right. We also need a tool table and a workstation. And then it was a platform and storage? Can't remember, hold on. Platform and a hearth, okay. And a hearth, there we go. All right, so we can pick up our first one. And now we gotta figure out where we're gonna put this town workshop. Should we kind of have our town workshop over here? Should we have it right next to the town hall? I'm thinking we kind of move it over here. So the one thing is, I really don't believe in this first game you can move things around, like rotate. You can't rotate the buildings. So I'm thinking, I was gonna say rotate it on this side so it's facing the town square, but it's not gonna face the town square. And we're gonna move it out just a tad here, right there. Okay, there's the top left corner. Here's the bottom left corner. Oh, we should get our blueprint. There we go. It's going to tell us what we're building and where to place everything. There's our workstation. We got our platform and our last thing, which is our hearth. Yeah, the hearth. And there it is. There is our town workshop. Now we got a lumber mill that we can build. So the town workshop, we can now start building more stuff, right? And we can also stockpile more rocks. Now, I don't believe the basic workshop can take oh, stockpile of rocks is like a big bundle of rocks, which we have 32, right? Okay, so what do we want to build now? We want to build a lumber mill. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our lumber mill and we got to build storage, simple tower, workshop, and platform. So what was our blueprint? Storage, simple tower. Let's start with that. Storage and simple tower. Storage, simple tower. Workstation, platform. Workstation and platform. There we go. All right, so now what do we want to do? Where do we want to build this lumber mill? I'm thinking we build the lumber mill kind of near this little forest here, right? So I'm thinking what we do is we build it right here. And what these are, like you can kind of pick up little hidden things like hiking shoes. Spend less time traveling from point A to point B. So now, I guess I am faster. And you can't really, like you can see there's some shears in there, but I can't get them. I have to wait until they mine it out, basically. Which, totally fine, totally cool, right? Okay. Oh, man. I've started this game a few times in my life, but I've only completed it maybe twice. If I had a hammer, built a lumber mill. Hooray for me. All right, so this thing is gonna need a lumber miller. So what I'm thinking is we are gonna take one of these transporters, since we don't really need two at this point, we're gonna convert her into a lumber mill lady. How's it going, Faustism? How are you doing this fine day? And while we're doing that, so that lumber mill is gonna convert regular wood to like sheared off planks. It's gonna mill that lumber. Now, what we can do here, I believe we can take our stockpile of wood, like 15, let's say, and we can move it over to the lumber mill. So we can just kind of build up our stock. This game is A Kingdom for Keflings, which, by the way, this is the game and the soundtrack of that video, that dog show video. That was the music. It's from this game. It is one of my favorite games of all time. I love this game. I can't remember what the textbook does. You can't put it in the town square. You can't do it. I can't remember if you can allow it for someone or not. So basically what this game is, it's a little bit of Age of Empires and a little bit Minecraft, where you are this giant character and you got these workers that you basically command. So also a little Lemmings as well. And you tell them what to do. You pick them up and you assign them roles. And that's all they'll do for their entire life, is just do that one role. And you're building a big community. So we just started out with this town square and this basic workshop. And that was it, in 4 characters. No one guessed it. No one guessed the song. And we slowly built a couple houses, and then we built a advanced workshop, or a town workshop, and now we have a lumber mill. And basically we have blueprints, just like in Minecraft. So we can build a town hall next, and that town hall has mayor's office, an audience hall, a meeting hall, a clock face, a meeting hall again, and a platform, and that will build a town hall. I mean, you can't really guess the song when I told you the song. There's no guessing at that point. All right. So we need to mark our blueprint of what we need next. I mean, you can tell me the song, but I already know it, and I already told you the song. So we need a mayor's office first. Let's build a mayor's office, and I think that is in the town workshop. Yeah, here we go. So mayor's office. Oh, we don't have enough resources. So now we need to take rocks and our planks that we just created, and we need 7 of each. So again, it's like the recipes in Minecraft before Minecraft was a thing. So I'm gonna take these planks that have been starting to get milled. What news? What news are you referencing? That's interesting. 15 minutes shorter because it's so hot out. That's interesting. We're gonna take a little bit more stockpile of wood. Let's do 2 more stockpiles. And I will do these because this is something only a giant can do. Bring this massive pile of wood over like that. You know, we really should start having one of these Keflings. Okay, this is what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna build another house. So a house, we go back up to our recipe for a house, our blueprint. We need a hearth, storage, and a bedroom. Hearth, storage, and bedroom. Hearth, storage, bedroom. So we got our hearth. Okay. 21 to 2017, normally. Is that a ratio? Oh, you know what? I might have miscalculated there. Let's take that hearth, put it right there. Let's take this storage, put it right there. It's not a ratio, okay. Okay, a law norm. We still need a heart, and I don't know how heart or love works. I know that sounds weird. I have no idea how love works. Oh, we can't harvest crystals until we found the digging bar. Okay. So what I'm thinking is she keeps mining. Just keep mining, lady. Well, we have another house ready to go for whenever we get our love. So we're gonna do 1 more stockpile of wood. Gonna wait for that to get built. There we go. Take it back over to this mill. Convert this wood into planks. And while that's happening, I can take some of these, move it over here into this, and then we can build a stockpile of rocks too. You're not translating that. That's fine. I get it. Is that something you learned in school? Oh, it's Tuesday for you, huh? Because we had the day off here. It was a holiday here, Memorial Day. I kind of forgot about that. The rest of the world kind of is already on Tuesday. We haven't even started our work week yet. Okay, we got some rocks. Now we can build some stuff. So we built did we build a mayor's office? No, we didn't. Yes, the assignment day. Yeah, yesterday, right? Last night? Last night for me. Okay, so we need, what do we need? For the town hall, we need a mayor's office and an audience hall. Mayor's office, audience hall. 2 meeting halls. We don't have enough. Okay, so where do we want to put our town hall? I'm thinking like right here, right behind the town square. Now let's move that over. Right there. We need 2 more meeting halls. We need planks. That's because what Google said, yeah. If Google said it, it must be true, right? So again, what's really cool is like while you're kind of doing your own thing that might kind of take a little bit of time, your workers are kind of just doing their own thing too. And everyone's doing stuff. It's awesome. Okay, so there's our meeting halls. So when people were telling me about Minecraft back in 2009 when it was coming out in beta, I guess, like right after it came out in beta, people were talking to me about crafting, and I was like, that sounds kind of familiar. And then I realized, oh, it's like in Keflings. You have these blueprints where you have to build the stuff in a certain order, in a certain way, and you have to, you know, get all that resources. Oh, okay, I totally get how Minecraft works. Oh, whoops, I did not mean to hit that. So you can demolish buildings and I can hit it. And so if I hit it twice and then I have 1 more, but if I go, oh crap, I accidentally hit it, that symbol will pop up, and so now I have 2, and then it's gonna revert back to 3. There we go, just like that. So it'll kind of rebuild, but you can demolish buildings and rebuild them somewhere else if you want to. So we need the clock face and a platform. Clock face and platform. So to build some of the stuff, you have to have multiple shops to go to and have multiple shops have stockpiles of multiple things. Like, it's a whole conveyor belt, you know, of systems and mechanics. But it all works really well together. And that's what I love about it. There is our town hall. So a factory town, yeah, basically, exactly like a factory town. All right. So we still have these 2 miners, or 3 rock miners. We're gonna take this one. He's been working pretty hard here, and we're gonna make him mayor. He's now mayor, and they're all happy. They're dancing around me. Look at that. Look at that little happy jig. Awesome. Okay, so he needs something. So we're gonna talk to him. Hey, Mr. Mayor, he's got some quests for us. Query or quarry? Let's do that one. You're going to need a lot of resources to make this kingdom great. If you put 25 rocks into a basic workshop, I'll ensure that more love is given to you. All right. We need 25 rocks. Shouldn't that be it? If you put 25, I'm assuming if I throw 25 rocks in, so I gotta do something, right? It's not my little worker bees. I gotta do it myself. And while that's going on, I'm gonna have this lady here. She's gonna chomp away at this thing, because there's a new tool in there that we need to get. wonder if I do a stockpile of rocks like that. Hey, Heartstream, how are you doing? How's it going this fine evening? Great job, great job. Your mining skills are amazing and you're very tall. The love has dropped at the town square. So now we get to go grab our little heart or love and throw it in our house. And now we're gonna get 2 more Keflings. Just like that. So this is a Kingdom for Keflings, which is one of my favorite games on the Xbox 360. It's a very relaxing, very super chill type of game. So now we gotta figure out what we can do. I don't think we can shear yet. I'm doing fantastic, man. Had a really nice, relaxing weekend. It's a holiday weekend here in the US. Memorial Day, where we kind of just hang out and, you know, remember our fallen people who have fought in wars. So that's kind of what the day was like, is just kind of, you know, hanging out, relaxing, not working, which was nice. And now I gotta figure out what I want to do with this lady. What do I want her to do? I want her to, hold on, let's drop her there. Oh, we can get the shears. Now we can have the wool. So she'll shear the wool. So basically you just add roles to these characters, kind of like lemmings in a way. All right, Faustism man, if you got to take off, have fun, have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. So we're gonna throw some of these rocks into one of our other places, like our town workshop. We're gonna bring our blueprints up and grab our next set of blueprints, which is a stone cutter. So we need to build 2 simple towers, a workstation, and a platform. Nice, dude. Congratulations. That is awesome. Happy birthday to your son. Did you do anything special? Like, did you have any big birthday plans? Nice. Yeah, so I finished both of those games too. That was great. Yeah, I on your suggestion, I played through both Hellblade 1 and Hellblade 2 last week. That was a lot of fun. Both in VR, by the way. That was unbelievably cool. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun in VR. Because you're basically living in the world, and you're either, well, in the second one anyways, you can do first-person view, or you can, you know, be in third-person view, you know, moving the camera around Senua. So much fun. Okay, so we need to build the stone cutter. Converts rocks to stones. So we need 2 simple towers. So we'll do that first. Gotta love Game Pass, man. I was just able to knock those games out. Well, I had Hellblade 1, both versions, the regular version, the VR version, on Steam. But I really liked having it on Game Pass for the second one. Where do we want this? What am I building? The stone cutter? We should probably build it near the stones. So let's build it like here. Oh, you really liked it. Awesome. What was your favorite part about Hellblade 2? I couldn't get over the graphics, man. The graphics were just insane. Like, they were so good looking. And what was really cool is I actually, when I was playing in VR, I was able to go in first person, and then like as she's moving through like some of those really tight crevices, you can just like look right at, you can get face up, nose pressed against the wall, and you can see some of that stuff. Like you're outside after you see the hidden folk, and you get out of the hidden folk area, and you take care of that one giant, and then you go meet that one girl. There's moss on the rocks, and looking at the moss, man, oh my gosh, it was so cool. Okay, so what am I building again? Stonecutter, workstation, platform, right. And so there's our platform, and then we need a workstation. Now we'll have our stonecutter station. There we go. Should probably build another house at some point. And this music, man, it is just so stinking relaxing. I love it. All right, so this guy says he wants to be a stonecutter. There you go. So he is going to cut stones into something else. So we'll just take these rocks. The signal puzzles, yeah. The signal puzzles, I really like the, like, you're looking at the water in the sky, like that bubble thing, and you're switching the stuff in the sky from, like, or the stuff in the sky from, like, up on a ceiling down to the ground, or you're kind of changing the landscape, like in some of the outside scenes. I like that a lot. That was awesome. Okay, what? Dude, I'm super happy you like that game. That's awesome. Do you see yourself going back and playing it again anytime soon, or are you kind of gonna wait and replay it at some point later on? Okay, what am I building next? Oh, the contractor's office. Oh yeah, very, for me it was a little bit more linear. Basically like very funneled in a certain way, but I did like that there was a couple areas that kind of branched out a little bit, so there was some branching paths that you can kind of explore and find those totems that gave you more lore. I really liked the lore in those games. It was a little hard for me to sit there and listen to them, like, because I'm like, I want to continue moving on, I want to keep going, but I wanted to sit there and listen to the lore. That was actually really cool. Simple tower. Yeah, I'm the same way. I need to forget the story because I have a pretty sharp memory, and so if I play a game like very early or quickly after I've already beaten it, I just kind of get bored because I go, I know exactly what's happening. I know what's gonna say, someone's gonna say. I know all the stuff that's gonna happen. I want to be surprised again. So I have to wait a pretty long time before I replay most games, unless they're very complicated or they have a lot of branching paths. Okay, so I'm thinking, you know what? We should probably build that contractor's office. Let's build it down here. Just one over. There we go. Build it there. There. I think with some of those games, some of the directions, I'm usually fairly good at like learning a map and stuff. But when it's very enclosed spaces, that's a lot harder for me. Like with the Tomb Raider games. The Tomb Raider games, I just had a real hard time learning level layouts because they're more maze-like. And especially as the games progress, they got way more maze-like. Okay, so we built 4 of those. We need 2 workstations. There we go, 2 workstations. But man, some of that acting too was just incredible. I remember seeing some of the kind of like behind the scenes stuff where they were talking about the actress, you know, acting those scenes out and just being so emotionally drained afterwards because, like, yeah, it is. It's unbelievably difficult to do some of that stuff and like sit there and cry and emote like that. A hearth and a storage. Hearth. Where's my hearth? And storage and a reading room. We need all of those. Melissa Juergens. Yeah, that's right. That's her name. So I was actually kind of a little put off because when I played the second game, because I literally played and finished the first game in the afternoon, and then I went into the second game just a few hours later. Like, I stopped the stream, I said, hey, you know, we'll come back later tonight. A few hours later, I started Hellblade 2, and I was like, why did they get a different, you know, face model? Like, looks like a completely different character. And I looked it up, and no, they didn't. It's the same girl. She just aged up a lot, and her face kind of changed. Not the shape of it, but it definitely looks very different compared to first game Senua to second game Senua, to the point where I thought it was a different person. But man, she did such an amazing job. Tool table and platform. Platform and tool table. And that should do it for this one. Right? And a tool table. Yeah, I looked it up, and some people, like, because I was like, I want to know why they changed the actress. And there was a couple other people who kind of said the same thing, who like, hey, why did they change the actress? But then everyone was like, no, they didn't. She just looks different, like, because her face, her hair is done in a little bit different way, and the lighting's different. The graphics are much better, so it's a better polygon. There's more, you know, polygons in her face, so it's much more smooth and defined. And I was like, okay, I understand that, I get that, but to me, it looks like a different person. The way her eyes are kind of more sunken in the game, second game versus the first game, to me it just looks like a totally different person. But everyone else online was like, no, it's the same person. I was like, okay. All right, we built our contractor's office. So our mayor says, hey, we got some more stuff for you. Stoned walls. I need 50 pieces of cut stone put into a contractor's office. No, don't ask why. I have a project that needs some work. 50 cut stone into contractor. Okay, and this is the cut stone. And this is the contractor. So I just do this. Booyah. But that was such an incredible game. I do think I prefer the first one over the second one, though. I like the combat being much more hectic and chaotic, where there's multiple people coming at you at the same time. I really liked that combat in the first game. In the second game, I think it was a little bit more stylized, which is awesome, but I wanted a little bit more variety of being able to swap between enemies at the same time. That was kind of my personal feeling on that. But I still had a good time with it. Let's knock this out for a second here. What do we got here? Digging bar. There we go. Mine those enigmatic crystals with a mysterious bar. Okay. We got a Kefling who doesn't have a job, so he's just going to mine crystals. That's what he's going to do. We got our lady shearing all our sheep. So we need 50 cut stones in the contractor's office, right? But what a cool series. I really like that they did something different. That was something that I kind of tried to focus on when I was thinking about it, because I think about games critically. And if you look at the Hellblade series as more of an art piece, where these people, these developers, are really trying to craft a story or a set of stories. Apparently, there's going to be a third game. That's crazy. Yeah. There's a lot of people trashing the game, and, you know, like I say, I do think about games critically and I talk about them critically, but I try to focus on the positive more than the negative. And if I look at Hellblade, that series of games, it's the games as art instead of a product. And I'm all for that. I love that. I think that if that team, which is a small team, it's about 18 people, I believe, if they have a vision for a game where it's more cinematic, it's more story based, it's more cutscene based, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that at all. I think the marketing, which was very little, there was very little marketing. It was like, hey, Hellblade 2 is going to come out at some point. Okay, Hellblade 2's out. Like, that's kind of what it felt like. It felt like no one was talking about it before that game. Like, I think you told me Hellblade 2 is coming out. You should play Hellblade. And I was like, oh, right. You were the one who told me Hellblade 2 was coming out. So that's kind of like how I felt. I was like blindsided almost. Blimey, that was nicely done. Your rewards are waiting for you at the town square. And we got love. All right, cool. So we need to build another house. Earth, platform, and... No, not a platform. Back. I think the hearth. And then storage and bedroom. That's what we needed. We're going to take this. I think we can... Yeah. Just knock it down. Put it back. There we go. Storage and a bedroom. That's what we needed. Other than the marketing, I think the marketing could have been done that game a better service. Saying, oh, this game is more interactive, an interactive movie. There's less like overall game design and more kind of focused. Game picture. Oh, I got a gamer picture. Yeehaw. Afraid of big exposure. Yeah, they definitely could have been. And it's weird too, because like that was the first Xbox One or Xbox Series game that they announced. Like they just said, hey, here, like it was at the Game Awards in 2019. They showed that game off. And that was the first thing of saying, this is what Xbox Series X is gonna look like. And it's like, oh man, that's awesome. But they really didn't talk much about it afterwards, which I always thought was kind of a little bit weird. I think we need more woodcutters. Okay, so what is next? We got our town hall with our mayor. Walk the plank. I have an old pirate friend, One-Eyed Wilson, who just placed an order with me. He needs me to ship him 50 planks. Could you place them in the contractor's office for me? Okay, 50 planks. Got it. But with the Hellblade series, I'm really interested to see what they're going to do next, because apparently they've already greenlit the third game in the series, which is great, because I think a lot of people already kind of pre-doomed them with the Tango Gameworks studio shutting down after critical acclaim of, what do you call it? Hi-Fi Rush. Everyone was just saying, oh, Hellblade 2 is going to come out. No one's going to buy it. Everyone's going to, and that studio is going to shut down. But they've already greenlit the project. So they're kind of, everyone's saying they're safe, which I think is cool. I'm going to take some of these logs. Oh, did they? Was that it? I don't remember it at all. And for me, when a game comes out, if I know I'm gonna play it, I really don't pay attention to trailers or media coverage or anything. I kind of like going into it as blind as possible without any extra stuff. So I don't remember that, but yeah, if the giant scene at the beach was the one that they showed off originally, that's cool. Now I can go back and look at that and go, oh, that's right. I want to see if it's changed at all or if it stayed the same. I think that would be pretty interesting. I do like doing that. Once I finish the game, once I know everything that happens, I can look at a trailer and go, oh, this changed. You know, the camera was over here and now it's over here, or this character model is totally different or gone or whatever it is. So I would definitely love to go do that later tomorrow. I'll probably during break or something like that. I'll look at that. That sounds fun. See if there's any differences. I thought I had 2 Keflings. No? Okay. Just the one. All right. Fair enough. So everyone's got their role to do. So we're going back into spring now. All right. And what was the goal here? Walk the plank. 50 planks into the contractor's office. That's right. Oh, you know what we could do? We can just do this. We can get some stockpile. And this should do it. This should bring up our planks to 50 planks. Drop that in, get me some planks. Drop this wood in and get me some more planks. But yeah, once I finished Hellblade 2, I'm like, shoot, what's the next game that I can play? And it's like, man, there's not a whole lot coming out. We're at E3 time in like 2 weeks. And I know E3 doesn't exist anymore, but I'm always going to call it E3 because that's what it is, basically, right? I'm very excited. I mean, I used to go to E3, so it's always going to be E3 to me. I can't wait to see what games are going to come out this year. I know that we have Indiana Jones. And honestly, I think that's like the only game that I can think of that's coming out is Indy. I think we're going to get some real big surprises in a couple weeks, which I'm very excited about. I think some studios have been working on some stuff for a while. Oh, that's right. Paper Mario just came out. Yeah. I'm waiting for Hades 2 to kind of finish up development before I get into that, but I still need to finish Hades 1, which I'm fairly close to beating, I think, at this point. All right, let's build another house. We get hearth, storage, and a bedroom. But from what I played of Hades 2, man, that was a real fun game. Which, I mean, it totally got me into replaying Hades 1. Because I never finished it, and I just started fresh again. I'm just like, I'll just restart the whole thing. I think it was like 7 or 17 hours. I think there was a 7 in there. 7 or 17 hours into Hades 1. but that was the Game Pass version. And when Hades 2 came out, I'm like, oh, I'll just buy it on Steam and then just restart my save. There we go. So now, we got 2 more guys. I think we need to get some more wood choppers, some lumberjacks, and then we'll take one more lady here. And we'll have her... We got 2 guys on that. Ooh, we'll have her transport. We'll have her transport into a stone cutter, so she'll always be dragging stones. There we go. Okay, what next? Creating a kingdom. You've been doing great so far, but why don't we put you to the test? Put 25 logs into the basic workshop. You got it, dude. Yeah, and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I never played Thousand Year Door, and I know it's like the best Paper Mario game too, so I'm really excited to try that out at some point. I have a few extra games on my list right now, so it's gonna have to wait, but when I get to it, I'm gonna be very excited. Okay, I think this lady needs to move somewhere. Bedroom, hearth, and simple tower. No, not simple tower. Can I cancel those out? Bedroom. There's gonna be... Let's start a new row here. So the bedroom, hearth. It's gonna be right there. And we're gonna knock this down. Throw those logs into... Hold on. What did I need? Is it in the contractor's office? Hey. There we go. No. No, it was into the workshop, right? Let's build that house first. And then it's storage. That's what I needed. There it is. But come E3 time, man. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So what do we want next? Do we need more lumberjacks? Yeah, let's make him a lumberjack too. And we got this lazy lady. Here, she can just grab that stuff. Hey, Vinny, how are you doing tonight? It's also on your birthday? Nice! That's awesome. That's a great birthday present. How are you doing today, Vinny? I'm doing fantastic, man. I am playing... This game is called A Kingdom for Keflings. It's an Xbox 360 live arcade game. It came out in 2008. And I love this game. This is a very relaxing game. It's awesome. Oh, Sony's gonna do a presentation. Good. Awesome. E3 basically, or whatever they're gonna start calling this whole Summer Games Fest thing. I'm gonna just continue calling it E3. Since I went to E3 for years, and it's always, you know, at the same time every year anyways, and it's basically just E3 without the name, I'm just gonna call it E3. E3's in 2 weeks. Oh, did I? Okay, yeah. We wanted to build up some crystals here. Okay, we're good. We're good. Stockpile. Okay, so what do we need to do? We built the house. We have 2 more Keflings. We're all good. Mayor. So every once in a while, this is one thing that's kind of a little bit weird. Some of this stuff kind of does get a little bit weird. So what's next? Should keep on building. So we need to build a guild hall, an artist plaza, and a primary school. Yeah, okay, yes. So let's work on the guild hall first. So we need to train Keflings to become skilled guild Keflings. So we need a book collection, and a book collection. 3 books. 1. Oh, we don't even have enough. Oh, our wool. Our wool is going to come in. We have 158. So basically what a Kingdom for Keflings is basically a little bit of Lemmings, a little bit of Age of Empires, and a little bit of Minecraft. And I love it. It's a very relaxing game. All you basically do is just kind of hang out, and you got these little minions basically, which are called Keflings, and you assign them roles. Like, hey, I want you to mine these gemstones. Hey, I want you to shear the wool off the sheep. And that's all they do. All day long, every day. They don't even sleep. They just perform the task that you assign to them. And some of the tasks are basically like just kind of be the mayor, you know, like this guy. This guy got lucky. He's the mayor. And I'm this giant character that can kind of do a lot more extra stuff. I can pick up a big set of wool and go transport it over. But I can also assign other characters like these to actually transport it to certain buildings. So I have people mining rocks, and then those rocks get transported to the stone cutter, and they cut stones. And so it's just this trickle-down factory type of town, and it's just awesome. It's super fun. Like Pikmin in a way. Yes, exactly. Like Pikmin. So now that we have some wool, we can at least do 1, 2, 3 books. There we go. So where do we want our guild hall? So we're gonna have 3. If we take a look at our blueprints, we have the guild hall, the artist plaza, and the primary school. I think the guild hall should go over here, let's say. So here's the top, and we're gonna build 3 of those books. And the music. Oh, the music. So this is the soundtrack for this game is what I used on the early episodes of the podcast. I was going through when I first started the podcast, I was like, what cool game music that most people wouldn't know is video game music? What could I use? And so I used this because, like I said, it's one of my favorites. Okay, what else do we need? We need 4 gathering halls, but let's do those eyeglasses. And studies, that's what we need. We need 2 studies. So we'll do 2 studies. Oh, we need 4 eyeglasses, okay. And the seasons change, and as the seasons change, the music changes a little bit, but it's all kind of very similar. And it's just very happy. And so if you go like, okay, cool, this is great. Where's the antagonist? Where's the enemy? Where's the natural disasters? In this game, there are none. It is strictly a sit down, chill out, and just accomplish tasks as you see fit. Which, you know, they do change up in the sequel. There is enemies in the sequel and stuff like that, but it's not hard. It's still a very cool, interesting, relaxing game. And they also have a VR version. And it's just so good. Okay, so 2 of those. And then we need those red quills, it looks like. And you get to go exploring and you'll find extra stuff and you know, all that. So there is levels of progression and stuff. It's really interesting. It's a very relaxing game, like I said. So we need 3 office, and we need wooden planks, a lot of wooden planks. We need 30 wooden planks. So we've got plenty of wooden planks. So we just pick it up and drag it. And so when this game came out in 2008, I was living in Colorado at the time, and I lived away from all my friends and family, like 1,200 miles away from everyone, so completely across the country. And I was so lonely on Christmas since I wasn't with my family or anything, or I didn't have friends out there yet. And I just decided to sit down and play video games on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And this was all that I played. I sat here or there in my apartment and just played this game for like 16 hours. Just spent all Christmas Day playing this game, and I was so happy too, because it was just so relaxing and enjoyable and fun and cheerful. So it was a good time. Okay, so now can we build those offices? We got 1, 2. We need more cut stone and wool. Okay. Well, cut stone for sure. Booyah. And now it's summertime. And take 1. But yeah, I was trying to figure out what do I want to play today. And I was going to do a whole big stream this afternoon. And I started tearing down the studio. I built like 7 shelves today. Just cut a bunch of wood, drill in a bunch of stuff, and time just got away from me. And I was just so bummed out that I didn't get to stream. And then I was just so tired today too. What made me move to Colorado? I wanted to get away from California. Was one of the biggest things. I wanted to get away from California. It was also a lot of emotional stuff with the girl that I was into at the time. I kind of wanted to just get away. And so there was a lot of like reasons. It wasn't college or anything. I went to college out where I used to live or university. And that was kind of it. So I wanted to, experience life, get away from California, get away from the place that I lived my entire life. And I had a good time with it too. Like I had a real good time. I loved it out there. Oh, I need wool. That's right. I need wool. This lady, she is just shearing sheep all day long. But it was a lot of fun. So we got what am I thinking of? The office there. We needed 1 more office. And 2 more reading glasses, okay? So I should probably get a couple more Keflings that are transporting like wool and gems, but they're so close. Like I really don't need to have someone transport that stuff. That's kind of fairly easy. So 2 more reading rooms, and then we need 5 books, or what is that, sofas? And a tower. and a sunflower. And then we will have our guild hall. But when I moved out there to Colorado, it was so much fun because I was so alone that I can kind of do whatever I wanted. It was nuts because I had a motorcycle, and so I would just ride my motorcycle, you know, just all the time, just driving for hours on end. Like, just get up and just drive for like hours and hours. It was so much fun. Oh, simple tower, that's what we need. Simple tower. That looks like a simple tower. I should probably check the blueprint. Advanced tower, okay. So we can build something and go, no, we don't want it. And so it will break it down to its individual parts. Put it back, and then no harm, no foul. So we need a advanced tower, and we need gathering hall, which is going to require lots of planks and wool. Okay. Lots of planks and wool. So you can see it kind of can take a little bit of time. It is not as simple as just plopping everything down. You need to build up resources and then have them transferred all to the right place. Like, you can even build up stockpiles of resources here, but then you need to have people, you know, transport it to where it should go. And some of that stuff just can't be transported. Some of it can. But it's just easier for you to do it yourself sometimes. And it's just a blast. It's not a taxing game mentally. Like, Heartstream and I were talking about Hellblade 2 earlier. And playing through Hellblade 2 is like a mentally taxing game. I was talking about when I was playing those last week, it was just like, oh my gosh, I feel exhausted emotionally from that game. And I don't regret a moment of it. Because I love that type of stuff. I do have some, what you would call, what do you call it? Criticisms. Couldn't think of the word there. I do have some criticisms on it, but I tried to be as fair as possible with the game. And I think the one main thing that I have against it is that it's more of an experience than a game. There's not a lot of mechanics. They're very light. And it is more of a, hey, here's this type of thing. We're making this experience. And if it was marketed like that, I think I wouldn't have had as many issues that I did have with it. And that's the main one. I like the combat in the first game a lot more because there was a lot more combat, more varied. Is this our mill? Wow, they've been clearing out that forest. Let's build up our stockpiled planks because that's what we need next. So we'll just do this for a minute here. It's a bummer too, because like I said, I was gonna play some stuff today, some different things, but I just ended up cleaning a bunch and spending the entire day building shelf units and stuff for the studio. Pulled apart, like literally have one of my cameras that's not set up because I was just taking it apart, and then by the time I was like, oh shoot, I need to go live. Okay. So like stuff is still not done yet. There's still cables that are not plugged in or whatever. The computer for my work is still not set up. Same thing here, man. Same thing here. I was just like, man, I'm so bummed. Like, it was a 3-day weekend. It's gone. And I feel like I didn't accomplish anything that I wanted to accomplish. And I don't know why, too. I've been really, really tired for the last few days. And I know I do need to start working out again. I need to lose some weight. I need to work out. And that's going to make me feel a lot better and have more energy. But man, it is really hard to find that energy sometimes. So today, like, I just got up and started just, you know, taking wood, and I got my table saw and I just started sawing stuff. And it was just like, I just got to start doing this. Once I start, I won't stop. But I got to start that process. Man, 4-day weekend. That sounds nice. And there's so many games I want to get back to. I want to continue playing Fallout 4 in VR. I have a few more VR games that I want to play around with. I played around with Pinball FX just a little bit ago. Right before I went live, I tested it out. It does work in VR. So I played a few of those pinball tables in VR, and it works, and I'm very happy about it. And then there's just a ton of other games, like Heartstream was saying, what was it? Paper Mario Thousand Year Door just came out on Switch. Want to try that out. Prince of Persia Rogue just came out today too, and I totally forgot to even buy it. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. I gotta get that. Okay, that should be good. That we should have enough planks. Yeah, we have 210 planks now. So now we just take this to our construction, and this is kind of where it gets a little tedious, where you're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But you're a giant, so you can carry more, which doesn't make it as bad. Yeah, so it's weird. It's super weird. I don't understand what's going on. They came out with a Prince of Persia game earlier this year in January called Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. And I was super excited about it. I played through it. It was 40 hours. I played about 40 hours, 41 hours, I believe is my time in that game. Beat it and had a blast with it. And then just a few months later, they announced, oh, here's Prince of Persia Rogue. And it's like, wait, what? But that one, the new one that came out today, it's releasing in early access. So it's not finished, and it's not going to be finished for a couple years. And it's just like, wait, you're making a very similar style of Prince of Persia game when you just made the same type of Prince of Persia game with a different art style. I just don't get it. And I love Prince of Persia. It's like one of my favorite gaming series out there. I love Sands of Time. I love Warrior Within. I love Two Thrones. Even the original Prince of Persia games too. Like, not my favorite, but I still appreciate them. I think Jordan Mechner, the creator, he's a genius. He's a legit genius. Went to Harvard. He graduated early. He, basically designed multiple different video games when he was like 16. Like, just an incredible, incredible person. And that series, Prince of Persia, like, just really resonated with me when I got into the Sands of Time trilogy games. And I was always bummed out that they were making a quote-unquote next-gen Xbox 360 Prince of Persia game after the Two Thrones. And then it just ended up being Assassin's Creed. And it's like, I like Assassin's Creed, but I would have probably preferred a Prince of Persia game. And then it went dormant for years, and now we got 2 games in a 6 months period when we haven't had a Prince of Persia game in like a decade. It's really strange. Yeah, for the money. Exactly, for the money. Hey, that dude's getting on in his years too, so he's got to make that money while he still can. But, you know, I'm going to give it the old college try. I'll play around with it for a little bit. And then when the game officially releases, I'll play through it. I'll have a good time. Hopefully. I hope it's a good game. I haven't seen anything about it other than the launch trailer. That was the only thing that I noticed about it. I watched the launch trailer when they first got announced, and I went, oh, yeah, awesome. And then... Oh, and then the other thing where they were saying, oh, because Hades 2 came out, we're gonna release it in a couple weeks. And it's like, but they're 2 different games. Okay, whatever. So those 2 weeks or a couple weeks are up or whatever, and now that game, I got the email this morning, and I was like, oh, right, I forgot about the game. I played a little bit of it when it first came out, but I never got into it. I never played more than probably 45 minutes of it. And it was when I owned my game store, so I didn't really have the time to put into it back then. And then I kind of forgot about it afterwards. That would be a fun game to try out on stream. I would like that. Okay, I think we have enough at this point, right? So what do I need? A platform. We need the middle parts. Oh, the platform, a sunflower, and then those, whatever those are. Gathering hall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stone. Cut stone. At least it's right here, right? That's nice. All right, so 1. We need 5. Ugh. This guild hall is taking a moment. There's 1. Almost there. I can taste it. Oh no, we still need 3 books and I only have 1. We'll go exploring after this. Because that's how you find books and then you put them in the buildings, I guess. 2 more? Hopefully just 2 more. Yes, only 2 more. A platform, a sunflower, and then the books. But yes, what was it? Saturday was a really busy day. We did a ton of stuff. And then yesterday we did a ton of stuff again. And then today it was a lot of, well, I don't want to, but I'm going to do this. And then once I started just building stuff, I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna stream today. And I was so bummed. All right. So here's the building. The building is complete. And now we need to drop some knowledge. So here's 1 textbook. And we need 2 more. So we need to go exploring now while our Keflings can go do their own thing. So let's go explore a little bit of the map. there's another one. Sweet. Thank you, Kefling, for uncovering that. Ooh, what's over there? Was that a belt? Belt of grabbing, perhaps? 2. A large belt gives you the strength of a giant. Well, an even gianter giant anyway. Okay, book, where are you? I am seeking, but I am not finding. And so this is the game. This is the map. I don't know if the map changes or not. Like I said, it was an original Xbox 360 Live Arcade game, and this was at the time where those Xbox Live Arcade games were very small in scale. They had a, what was it? The cap on the game size was like 215 megabytes or something like that. So it was a very small set size. And then when Castlevania Symphony of the Night, oh, there it is. Okay, so we need to chip away and get this next book. So we just need, oh boy, this is gonna be, was that 23? Okay, I think we can do 23. We'll just build that. We'll get this crystal out of the way. We'll put it over here. But with the Symphony of the Night game that got released on Xbox 360, that is when they said, okay, fine, we're gonna let the size of the game cap be, you know, I think 500 megs or whatever it was. I can't remember. So that's why, like, some of these original Xbox 360 Live Arcade games were so small in scale, is because they had to be. That was the requirement. And it's just crazy that they did that, but you know, they came out with a sequel to this game and it was much larger in scale. And I just enjoy this game so much. It's funny because my wife was like, so what are you gonna play tonight? I'm like, dude, I have no idea. And this was like half an hour before I started streaming. And she's like, what about Keflings? And I went, Keflings, yes, okay. She's like, you're always happy when you play that game. And I'm like, all right, sweet. Well, the thing is, it wasn't small. Back then, that was a fairly decent size limit for, you know, video games. Because remember, it was download only. It was all downloadable. So people didn't have great bandwidth. They didn't have a lot of storage space. It was a totally reasonable size for small downloadable only arcade games. And so no one really batted an eye until games started getting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. I mean, even Xbox 360 games, they were a DVD, which is 4.5 gigs at max, right? And there was not really any, there was only a few Xbox 360 games that were multiple DVDs. It wasn't until the PS3 when they started really ballooning in size because of Blu-rays. And that was like right around the same time. Oh, here we go. Here's our third textbook. Booyah. Now we have a guild hall. So now what we can do, oh, and we got a loom. We can take our, I guess we can't kick the mayor out, but we can grab some of these guys. Like, I think this is probably one of my first Keflings. I'm going to take him. I'm going to remove his role as a lumberjack, and I'm going to put him in school. Now he's in university. Now he just came out. He's a gilded Kefling. So I guess he's smarter. And now he can become a smart lumberjack. And we can kind of just do that with everyone if we feel like. And then we'll do the loom. And there's no like penalty, there's no price, there's no oh, you know what? Maybe that is a roll. I wonder if I can see. Oh, I guess not. Okay. Well, we're gonna build the Artist Plaza next. We're getting a little bit framey. I wish I had more hearts so that I could... Oh, there's a textbook there too. Okay, so what do we need to build the Artist Plaza? A storage and a tool table and a platform. Storage, tool table, platform. Okay. And this Artist Plaza, let's put it over here. There we go. But it was crazy at the time to have, I mean, I'm not saying that people didn't complain about the size of the games too. I do remember people going, they need to up the size of this stuff. They need to up it. And so when they finally did, it was like, oh, okay, good, finally. But I mean, these games were not, I think it was the download more than anything else. Bandwidth and then storage space. It wasn't really the fact that these games couldn't be bigger. It's that most people didn't have the storage space for them on the 360 because those hard drives were really small. I mean, the original 360, especially in 2008, the max size on a hard drive was, I believe, 20 gigs. It was a 20 gig hard drive. You couldn't install games on it either, so it was just game saves and then the downloadable games. Then they started allowing people to download the game disc to install it to the drive and then, you know, play it like that too. Gathering Hall book collection install. Gathering Hall book collection install. Book collection. Oh, we need stone. So you had a very small storage space, and then, like I said, the downloading, I mean, speeds were fine back then, but most people still only had like max 10 megabytes or something like that. In 2008, it was still early broadband. Okay, so we can build our book collection, and then we need, what did we need? Stall. Yeah. Games are several hundred gigabytes now. Patches are several hundred gigabytes now. It's funny because back in this era of the Xbox 360, when they patched a game, those patches usually were no less than a single megabyte. They were kilobytes. Usually. And there was like one or two of them, and then it was done. The game was fully, perfectly patched. Let me see in the middle part, I guess. The Gathering Hall, that's what I'm missing. There we go. And some of the little quality of life stuff in this game that you would go, oh man, it would be nice if they could do this. They did it with the sequel. Sequel kind of fixes all the little tiny quirks. There we go. And now we need an artist. Who's standing around this lady? So now we can paint stuff. Yeah, 5 megs, 512 megs of RAM or hard drive space. Yeah. Oh, is she gonna paint it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's great. So I can say I want a green roof. Paint that roof green. There we go. So she's all done, and then she's gonna go back. Yeah, RAM was kilobytes back then. That's right. I remember when I first started upgrading RAM, and like this is back in high school when I started building my own computer and spending my own money that I got from my first job to build up my computer, and going from, what was it, 128 megs to 256 megs of RAM. It was just like, oh my gosh, I have double the RAM that I had before. I can now edit videos faster. And it was insane. And it's like our phones can edit high definition 4K footage now. And it's just like kids nowadays have no idea. No idea. Because that's what I was doing in high school, is starting to learn Adobe Premiere and stuff like that on my own. And you needed a very powerful computer. And so you needed to, have triple to quadruple the amount of RAM that was recommended for Windows. Yep, more power in our phones than our first entire computer. That's right. It's kind of crazy. What do you want, Mayor? Undoubtedly, you've already noticed that some buildings will provide with stars. If you can get 5 more stars, I'll give you an item that will make you stronger. Okay. So we did the Artist Plaza, and now we'll do the primary school. So we need a stall, an office, 2 stalls and an office. Okay, 2 stalls and an office. One, 2, and an office. Okay, where do we want our school to be? Well, we want the little children to be able to see the big kids, so and we want them to see the sheep. So put our school, our primary school, right there. Or should our primary school go all the way over here where the houses are? Let's do that. Let's have our primary school by the houses, so those children don't have to walk all the way. And their parents can feel happy and safe that their school is close by. Let's put it right here. Let's have it just edged out a little bit so we can make a nice little community. City planning and building, man. I like this stuff. It's a very, very, very basic version of it, but I still do like it. And we've been talking about like city skylines and stuff like that, and it's like, oh man, I love that stuff. I wish I was better at it. Okay, where do we go? What do we do now? We got those. So now we need 2 reading rooms. 1, 2. the VR version, the fact that they made a VR game in the first place just thrilled me to no end. Every once in a while, I feel like there's a game that's strictly based and made directly for me, and that's what I felt like when they announced, oh, we're making a Kingdom for Keflings game in VR. I went, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm so happy. And I don't know why I love this series so much. But I do. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to work. Ugh. I've got a long week ahead of me. Very long, hard week too. It's definitely a tough class to teach. Okay, so what do we need next? We need 2 books. And what's in the middle? 2 books and 2 gathering halls. 1, 2 gathering halls. Oh, no. Whoops, didn't mean that. There we go. At least it's not too big of a deal if you accidentally do something. Okay, so 2 gathering halls. Book collection. That's true. It's already Monday, or the end of Monday, so Tuesday is tomorrow. So it's a short week, but ugh. It's gonna drain me. It's gonna be a pretty exhausting class that I have to teach. So part of what I teach is dealing with how solder reacts in 0 gravity in space. And so I teach a part about space, which is about supposed to be 4 to 5 hours long. And that's just, it's a lot. It's a separate section and test, and some people have a really hard time with the information and finding it. Okay, what else do I need? An advanced tower, and then we should be good. Advanced tower, there we go. All right, so we got our school. It needs a textbook. So we'll drop a textbook here. Oh, we've got a few textbooks. Okay, it's good to know. And then I think we need a teacher, right? Yeah. So we'll pop this lady in here. So now we have a teacher. She'll teach all the people. Our mayor says, the greater good. I must say that it's nice working with a proper giant like you. Nice indeed. Unfortunately, not everyone in the village is so proper. Show them what happens to rabble-rousers. Kick some Keflings for the greater good. So I need to kick some Keflings. And I can't remember how I do that. So I need to go into, ooh, we should probably save. Just do that. And then we do options, controls, last blueprint, change back or change target, carry, drop, break or kick. Okay. Right? So the X button. Who wants to get, well, these guys are doubling up, so I'm gonna kick one. And kick that guy. And kick that sheep. Kick this person. There we go. Mwahahaha. That'll show him not to cause trouble in my, your kingdom. Did love just drop at the town square? We dropped a little bit of love. All right, now we can build a new house and get 2 more Keflings. So we need a hearth, a bedroom, and a storage unit. I'm just so excited for more video games whenever that happens. I hope E3 has some real good surprises. Because I feel like nothing's been really coming out that's interested me so far or gotten me excited. Like, there's some good stuff out, but nothing like going, oh my gosh, yes, I'm so excited, I can't wait. All right, got another new Kefling. Sweet. Oh, that's right. Yeah, new Tomb Raider, huh? Okay, so we need a loom. So we need workstation, platform, workstation and platform. Workstation and platform. Where do we want our loom? We want it close to the sheep. So we'll have the loom, like, pretty much right there. Yeah, I'm surprised they're showing back up. They were just kind of doing their own thing. Like I've been saying, I really think the industry is kind of in a dire strait with some stuff. And I think everyone's starting to feel it, and so everyone's starting to pull back on a lot of their own stuff and go, oh, we kind of need to do some of this goodwill. Oh, we need planks. Yeah, so I'm really surprised about Sony, because Sony has just been so like, we're doing our own thing. We don't care. Oh, I need to move everything up 1. Stop following me, guy. There we go. And then we need planks. Okay, fine. You take these logs, throw them in here. All right, you do that. Okay, what next? What next? Was the advanced tower? Yeah. Come on now. I am so ready for sleep. It has been a long day. Oh, and we need a skilled person. So you're gonna go over here. I like how they scream too. You are gilded. And now you go in there. Haha. So now we can take that wool and turn it into stuff. $175, 157. Okay. There. Good enough. Okay, so now what do? We built our loom. Now we get Witch's Hut. Yeah, Nintendo, Nintendo does their own thing. They couldn't care less. Okay, so we need a sunflower, a book, a platform, an advanced tower, and civil stairs. Okay. Well, we can get a platform. And we'll put our witch's hut way over here for whatever reason, just because we can. Oh, you know what? I think we need just down one more over there. We'll figure it out. But yeah, the Square Enix, I mean, they're just putting out Final Fantasy and other Japanese games. They kind of don't need to do anything big. And then Nintendo, they kind of just do their own thing too. Microsoft and Sony, they really need it right now. They really need to show their customers that they care. Man, it's such a weird time for video games. I wish it was better. I do. Better start shearing some more sheep there, lady. I feel like we could use some more. Hold on, Mayor. So we need the book collection. We need a advanced tower. We got the... Did we get the garden? I don't think we did. No, we did not. Okay. So we got the platform and this thing. The advanced tower, stairs, and a garden. Yeah, that rumor's been going around since the Xbox One. Again, I think a lot of people forget the original Xbox was a PC. It was a Pentium 3 processor with RAM. Like, it was basically like you could run Linux on the original Xbox, the original Xbox. And so it being more PC-like, yeah, I mean, they're all x86 architecture now. And the rumor for the whole, like, oh, they're gonna, you know, be software based only, dude, that has been literally since the original Xbox. That rumor always happens every console generation. So I don't put any stock into it. But the way that Microsoft has been going about their business, you can see they are focusing much more on Game Pass and collecting companies. Yeah, that stuff has been going around for decades. Since 2002, basically. Saying, oh, the original Xbox flopped, Microsoft is going to just transition into software just like Sega did. Like, it's been happening every time. However, like I said, the whole Game Pass thing and them focusing more on software, you can see that. And I think it's just because of the way hardware is nowadays. Everything's so ubiquitous. It's like all these hardware things are just becoming the same. You know, there's not a whole lot of differences. And especially now that we're finally getting original or Xbox games on PC, and also, what do you call it? Sony games on PC. Like, they're all just becoming the same thing now. Like, everything's just a set-top box. So nothing is really special about consoles at that point. So when it does happen, I'm all for it. We need a witch. Yeah, all exclusive to Xbox and PC. Oh yeah, totally. This is the thing, like, I just straight up don't care about consoles. I never have. I'm not a console fanboy. I want to just play the games wherever the best that they're gonna be are, and that's always PC. So, I mean, if you care about the way games perform, the way games look, if you want the best possible scenario, PC is literally the best way. And so when you get Sony and you get Microsoft and you get Nintendo, hopefully one day Nintendo, to realize that all, like, again, hardware means nothing. Like, they take a loss on the hardware. They always have. Xbox 360 didn't break even for like 2 or 3 years, I think it was, or maybe even longer than that. I know the Sony PlayStation 3, they didn't break even on hardware until like 2011. It was like years that they were just taking a loss on the hardware. It's all about software. It always has been. Okay, I need a witch's hut. Or I need a witch. Let's get this guy. No, he's a dude. We don't want him to be a witch. That's weird. That would be a sorcerer, right? Here. You chop wood now. You get to be a witch now. Deal with it. But, I mean, I just want good games. That's all I want. I don't... Like I said, I've never really cared about hardware. I've never been a fanboy of a certain specific hardware. I always go, okay, where's the best way? What system is the best system to play the game on? Most of the time, if it's a multi-platform game, it's PC. If it's console exclusive, I'll just play the console exclusive on the console and then move on with my life. So all my systems, ever since probably 2011, 2012, when the controller, and this is the big thing, the controller became PC agnostic, where it could kind of move between PC platforms. Like you had controller support starting to be built into Steam games and PC games. That was like the turning point where it went, okay, cool, everything should just be on PC at this point. Okay, so we got our witch. What's next? Yeah, controller support was just one of the biggest things in the world. Oh, that's right. Okay, so we need... You're not really doing anything, lady. Yeah, same here. I hate keyboard and mouse controls. I've always have hated keyboard and mouse controls. And I do realize that keyboard and mouse controls are better for certain games. First-person shooters and, you know, like RTS strategy, you know, grid-based games. I totally understand that, and I agree. They are better. I just don't like them still. Keep forgetting I have water. And so when you have that controller support, now I can just play everything. The way, like, you have a console, you have a PC that is the most powerful of all consoles at that point. Yeah, I don't even know if it feels odd. It's hard for me to get comfortable with. The WASD keys just don't feel comfortable to me, as opposed to just moving my thumb around a joystick and pushing left, right, forward, back. And moving a mouse, yes, I do understand, like, you have much more precision, but I much rather prefer a right stick using camera angles. Oh, whoops. Sorry, lady. Like, you need to get out of the way. There we go. So she converts that into gems. Yeah. Some just need to have that keyboard and mouse control, but I always thought it was stupid not to include controller support. Like, just let people, and again, this is the whole thing of PC. Let people play on whatever platform they have. There should be no console exclusive. If you like the Switch, your game, as long, Switch is kind of a bad example because it's such a underpowered device. But if you have only a PlayStation, you should be able to play most games on PlayStation. If you have only an Xbox, you should be able to play most games on only an Xbox. If you have a PC, you should be able to play most games on your PC. Like, there's no reason to exclude games from certain platforms unless they cannot play them properly. Unless the performance is so poor, it should not be on that system, like the Switch. Switch is just too underpowered for most games, unless it's indies, right? Yeah, the Switch was a bad example of that, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like, I prefer PC because it is going to play those games at the best possible performance. Because the PC can be upgraded. It can brute force certain things. You're going to be able to change the internal resolution to 8K instead of just 1080p. Stuff like that, right? Like, look at PC gaming playing the original Tomb Raider, just the original Tomb Raider with a couple patches, like custom-made patches. You can play the original Tomb Raider in 8K. You can't do that on a console. So it's weird. I don't mean to go off on consoles. It's just I don't see the need for them unless you really, 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 really like a brand. Yes, that is absolutely true. But I mean, at this point, most stuff is just so basic and the same. You're just dealing with different levels of power at that point. Like, everyone has, like, you have the Intel and AMD processors, right? That's it. And then you have the two different graphics cards, AMD and NVIDIA. That's it. And then it's just different configurations of how much hard drive space, how much RAM. And then I think the thing that really bogs it down is all the different nuances in technology with all this extra stuff that doesn't really need to be done. Like all the DLSS and the frame generation and all that extra stuff, I think it really, really hurts gaming because you're competing with multiple proprietary technology, and that's where it starts getting really muddy. But yeah, when you have, I mean, that's the thing with hardware. When you have the hardware that is locked down to a certain single processor, certain single RAM configuration, certain single GPU, that is the advantage of building your game on that console is, hey, you don't have to worry about it. Like when I was playing Cadence of Hyrule last night, it was like, oh, here's a latency configuration. And it's like, but it's on the Switch. It's the same screen for everyone. But you have the docked mode, right? And so that's why they built that in. And I thought about that last night after. I went, oh, that's right. People, because I'm so, like, I only play the Switch as a docked device, as a hard-wired console. I don't view the Switch in my mind as a mobile device, but I know pretty much everyone else thinks the exact opposite. Okay, we are going to change this a little bit. I'm gonna take one of those transporters. Where is she? Some loom here. So you two. Yeah, no, you're done. Yeah. Well, I mean, I also, at this point, I just don't, use the Switch as a Switch at all anymore. I just emulate the Switch because my PC can make Switch games run in 4K in 60 frames per second. Like, again, that's the beauty of the PC, right? You can emulate a Switch hardware and make those games look the way that they should be looking right now, not on 7+-year-old hardware. Yeah, I don't turn on my Switch at all. I haven't used it since I'm trying to think. It's been a while. Let's just say that. It's been a while. Okay, so now, can we just knock this off? Have you do this. And then just put that there so that you can just turn around, drop it, and then go back. It's all about efficiency at this point. Cottage. Yeah. Yeah, cloud gaming. Yeah, the cloud gaming stuff is kind of nuts. Okay, so a regular house plus simple stairs in a study. Simple stairs in a study. Simple stairs and a study. We're gonna have these ones be nice. Oh, these are upgrades, right? Let's see. Let's see here. I think this is what we want to do. Then we build a regular house. I hope that's what I'm supposed to be doing. These people are going to have a much nicer house. Aha! And it needs love, which we don't have yet. Precious things. I just noticed you built a witch's hut. Could you do a mayor a favor? I was in a friendly game of, well, it doesn't really matter. Let's just say I need 50 magic gems fast. Place them in the contractor's office. Okay, gems, right. Okay, so we're gonna take one of these things. Yeah, cloud gaming, I've only briefly messed around with it, but it's kind of crazy. Okay, we got enough. Oh man, my neck. I do too. I'm not a fan of it. The latency is just still not there. And even if it was, I don't know, man. I don't need it. I don't need my games to not be downloaded. Yep. 100%. As soon as it stops working, you are, or like as soon as they turn off those servers, you are screwed. I mean, look at the fiasco that was what, Google. Yep. What was the Google one? Stadia. Everyone knew that thing was going to fail. It did. And then it's gone. Great. There will be love waiting for you in your town square now to get those gems to Knuckles McBark. All right. Thanks, Mayor. We're making some progress. Give me my love and give me my Keflings. So we got 3 stars. Okay, this lady, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do for me, lady? Can you build a stone rock quarry? Here. Those are all infinite crystal patches. Let's do infinite stone. Mine that stone for me, lady. Okay. What do we want next? Yeah, the Stadia stuff was just insanely, like, what are you guys thinking? Everyone called it from literally the moment they announced it. Google is doing, nope, just don't even buy into it. It's gonna get shut down. Like, literally, that's all you had to say. I definitely think multiplayer is a big part of what's breaking the industry. I don't know if cloud gaming is, because I don't think it's that popular yet. I could be wrong. I don't really pay attention to it. I just haven't heard enough people talk about it. Ah, yes, I'm glad you're here. You have an important decision to make. We have the opportunity to have some foreign trade, but first, 5 offices must be built to prove your interest. The investors don't like having their palms read. You cannot complete the quest if you cannot complete this quest if you complete the Curious Fortunes quest. Okay. So it's like choosing your own. Yes, I'm glad you're here. You have an important decision to make. My traveling gypsy has offered to settle here. If you're willing to make 5 Curious of Fortune, but she won't stay if we open a foreign trade. You cannot complete this quest. Okay, so I need to figure out which one is which. Yeah, paying all that money to basically keep servers running for this non-existent customer base. There we go. So we got infinite wood, infinite gems, and a little bit of infinite rocks. Yeah, we're making some good progress here now. I do think I might have to call it pretty soon here. I'm exhausted and I gotta get up early for work. Let's see here. But I am interested to see what the industry does, because there's so many different crossroads that they have to kind of accomplish. Like, they have to figure out what the heck to do with some of this stuff. Like, cloud gaming is not taking off the way that they wanted it to. And could it? Sure. Oh my gosh, really? Wow. That sucks. What game was it, if you don't mind me asking? Creates components for buildings. Nursery. What about all this stuff now? Okay. Sculptor. What does the sculptor do? Creates different statues to make for the kingdom even more unique. Okay, let's just do the nursery first. So, a study, an office, and 2 storehouses. Study, office, 2 storehouses. Study, an office, and 2 storehouses. And that was the nursery. Right? Yeah, okay. Where do we want our nursery? Let's have it right next to the school. That sounds nice. Okay. Man, I can't believe the servers are already turned off on that. On whatever game it was, right? That's just nuts. That's just crazy. Oh, I can just listen to this all day long. All day. What else do we need? 2 flowers, a platform, and is that a stall? 2 flowers, a platform. So we'll get the platform first since it's right here. Which is this, 13? Let's just throw these in there. There we go. Okay, and then 2 flower and a stall. Stall and then 2 flowers. Done. I really just want these. What are you doing here? Come on. Just put it right there and stop moving them. It's 47. Just don't want these weird piles. Like, just put them right next to you and continue working. Don't drag them all the way over here. Oh, 250. Okay, that's a lot. Yeah, I think I need to kick my Keflings' butts a little bit. Stop it. Nope. I want you to just do rocks. Do rocks and that's it. Clean up this place a little bit, man. Like, if you were gonna bring the rocks over, at least bring them right into the quarry. Or the stone cutter. There we go. There's our nursery. And now we need a apple person. Primary school. You. Yeah, go in here. Apple person. And then, yeah, you're a nursery person now. Ooh, dye mixer, okay. So we can do the dye mixer. Storehouse and all that. I don't know. I think I'm pretty much done for the night though. Which is, how much is in here? Okay, sculptor. Let's finish the sculptor or the sculptor. We'll do the shoot. Mystical manuals, furnaces. Oh yeah, no, it's gonna... I'm not gonna have the time to do this tonight. As much as I would love that. I gotta head out. I got work in the morning. Okay, so we got a... Whew, okay. So we got a lot of crystals here. Only got some nice wool here. Should probably have another person doing sheep shearing over here. Oh, hey, wow. We got some love over here. Where'd that come from? Let's build another house or a cottage really quick. Okay. So we're gonna drop that there. We're gonna build a cottage and then we'll be done for the night. There we go. Okay, Okay, so we need a hearth, a bedroom, and storage. Right, and then something else. So our hearth. Bedroom. And then storage. And then stairs and a book. Simple stairs and a study. Okay, where's my love? Give me that love. Throw it in there. New Keflings have arrived. So you are gonna do another. You're gonna be a sheep shearer. There we go. Yeah, that purchase history stuff is a little bit crazy. That's okay. No worries, man. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna head out in just a second here. So yeah, don't worry about it. I was just curious. What do I want him to do? The rocks are over there and the quarry's over there. Yeah, let's have him whack some rocks for the rest of his life. There we go. You two, go just be rock cutters. Let's throw that in there. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what it was. I think the fact that they advertise that stuff and then just shut off servers willy-nilly, super weird. Okay, no worries, man. I am all down. I mean, you could also just post it in the Discord if you wanted to as well. I mean, that's the whole point, is that we can still talk and hang out off the stream. It also gives me something fun to look at in the morning or while I'm at work. Okay. Throw these things in there. How much do you got? 112 and 95? Okay. Again, enough. Enough that we can build up some stuff here. Let's see how much we got. 54, 50. Let's just get a little bit more here. Oh, I like that they're working in sync. Look at that. And then there you go. All right, sweet. Awesome. Okay, so everyone's doing their job. I'm gonna save it here. Wow. The last time I played this game was back in May 12, 2023. And now I'm playing it May 28th, 2024. So I booted this game up for a minute last year, just around this same time. A minute and 22 seconds. Just to kind of see. Oh, that's what I was testing to make sure the game ran. Okay, well, that was a lot of fun. Oh, man. Okay, so that's Kingdom for Keflings. It's a super fun game. It's one of my chill out, relax games. It's what you would call probably, most people would call, sorry, I'm trying to find the hook there. There we go. Most people would call that comfort food gaming. I don't really like the term comfort food for a video game, but it is one of those games that I can come back to, always relax, chill out, and just always be happy when I play it. So that is my game. for that. I wanted to play something just kind of a little quick and, happy. So that's going to do it for me. You can always check out my stuff at gameordie.net. Vinny, man, thank you so much for hanging out, having fun conversations as always. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.